Hey guys, Reese, welcome back. So yeah, this is it. This is it for the toy car motorsports season. This decides who wins it all. The team with three names or drag racing. This is pretty much for everything. All those other regular season games don't mean much. Sure they mean something, but they don't mean as much compared to the toy car hockey playoffs for the wild card, semifinals, and cup final stuff. But yeah, the team with three names is going to be playing drag racing, and well, let's just see what happens. I did a practice game a few days ago, actually, and I'm not counting the score of that game, but technically, drag racing did win the practice game. But again, that does not count in this series. Alright, puck drop is coming up shortly. Puck is a penny, by the way. For those of you who don't know that, when the puck has dropped and we are underway, game 1 of 7 has started. That was close, but no. Drag racing scores first, and it's 0-1. Zero two. That challenger is just really fast for scoring goals. Oh my goodness, another quick long-range goal for that challenger. Jesus, is anyone going to stop that car? Stopped there, but couldn't stop it on the rebound, and that's a hat trick. The challenger has scored a hat trick already, and it's 0-4. Did that touch a car? No, it did not. 2 minutes delay of game. First penalty has been called. Substitutional player has to come in. That was a crazy shot, but no, it's no good. That puck's out of play, and that shot's no good. Turns it over, and that was almost a costly one. Interference. That was an easy call. 2 minutes, interference. Can't do that. 2 penalties have been called, and now we're down to a 2-on-2 situation all of a sudden now. Yikes. Yep, that's a goal, and it's 4-1. But unfortunately, the penalty time doesn't really get shrunken down or a player out of the box for that. It's going to be a 2-on-2 for probably at least 3 minutes. So, and like what, the 7-minute mark is when both players should be out? Well, one of them is going to be out actually really at the 5-minute mark. That's game. Drag racing takes the first one. Different lineups are going to be in place for game 2, so game 2 might be completely different for who wins that game. Yeah, this game could go either way because both teams using a completely different lineup could go either way. And drag racing strikes first somehow. That tiny Chevy Chevette, because it's smaller compared to the other cars playing, scores the first goal. Ooh, it did hit the Tesla, so they're not going to count that as a goal. 0-2, and the Chevette scores again. How is that not a goal? I mean, they stopped it all, but somehow I thought that was going to go in. That's not a goal somehow? Oh my goodness, their goalie is just really impressive somehow. Their goalie just stopped that one, and it's still only 0-1 actually. Correction, 0-2 because of the other goal scored by the Chevy Chevette. It's still 0-2, and all this craziness going on. That's still not a goal. Oh my goodness. That's not a goal. How is that not a goal? Yep, it's under the car somehow. I'm surprised by that. That was a crazy shot by the challenger, and that's not a goal. That was a quick one from the Thunderbolt, not a goal. Uh-oh, better get back. And they score. It's 1-2. The team with 3 names has finally scored in all this craziness, and it's 1-2 now. Wow. I told you, this game could go either way, and it's definitely been full of surprises for sure. What are you doing, Chaparral? You can't go backwards. And it's 1-3. Well, the Chevette scores a hat trick somehow in all this craziness. Puck out of play. But yeah, I'm hoping some of these games somehow go to overtime, but I don't think they will. It's 1-4. That's one goal away for drag racing winning another game. Puck out of play. And it's 2-4. The Panos comes in with a striking goal. Like a really quick striking goal to make it 2-4. Puck out of play. Almost a delayed game penalty, actually. And it's 3-4. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden drag racing's only ahead by 1 goal. And it still wasn't enough. We're heading to overtime. The first Motorsports Season Cup Finals game going to overtime. Who's it going to be? Who's going to win this one? That was a good shot, but no goal. Oh, right in front of the goalie, but no. Nope. Denied. Denied as well. Wow. Already 2 shots in and no one scored a goal. The overtime rule is 5 shots and goal for both teams. If that doesn't happen, we go to a shootout. Oh no, the Corvette lost it, and that's the game. Drag racing wins in overtime. 4-5 final. They haven't won the series, but they won that game. Wow, that was an impressive comeback win for them. I didn't think they were going to win that one, to be honest, but somehow they got the one done. But now they have to win 2 on the road, and winning on the road might not be so easy compared to winning at home, even though it's an imaginary rink or whatever for toy car hockey anyways. Well, those 2 have to play. Yep, they're going to play with the Dodge. Wow, that was an amazing overtime game. And that's way out of play. 2 minutes delay of game. Easy penalty call. And this time they're not going to substitute. That's almost a goal, but no. And the team with 3 names has scored the first goal. I can't believe it. The team with 3 names has scored the first goal in this game. That's going to be a real shocker there. No goal. That's 2 goals already for the team with 3 names. Wow. Come back. And man, I don't know what's going to happen in this series. That one's out of play, unfortunately, but they've already scored twice. 3 times now. They've scored 3 goals in this game. Oh my goodness. Sean 420, hey, thanks for stopping by. That's not a goal. How is that not a goal? That puck is out of play, unfortunately, and that's going to hurt them because now it's a 3-on-goalie situation. Ooh, he hit their goalie, but he could have still saved it, so no goal that time. That's a goal. That counts, and it's 3-1 now. Well, because that is a goal, and they have no players, and it's not like a 2-on-2 situation. This is kind of like the only time where supposedly like a goal should count, but unfortunately it can't. So their goalie scores a goal. Oh my goodness, that's a first. A 3-on-goalie situation, and their goalie scores a goal to make it 1-4. Wow. 2-4. Well, technically, because they scored 2 goals, 1 more, and they get all their players back in. So, well, that's pretty much the 3rd goal. So all their players are coming back in now. All right. Now with all their players in, it's only 3-4 now. Nope, puck out of play. Man, this game is really close. Puck out of play, and that does ricochet off the goalie. That just missed. I don't know how, but it did. That almost sends the game to overtime. Just missed. Wow. That's impressive. I don't know how that one just missed, but it did. That's not a goal either. That was almost a goal. John 420, so I don't really have one favorite Hot Wheels car. Technically, if I was to choose one, it's probably my Ferrari Enzo Super Treasure. But this, unfortunately, is a toy car hockey live stream, so I just thought I'd let you know that. Not to say this in a negative way, but I'll do, toy car, diecast car show and tell live streams, but I don't do them all the time, every day. Because I'd like to do my toy car racing, toy car hockey stuff as well. Give them a variety. That's what I'm saying. I'd like to do a variety of live streams and video type things. So, hopefully you can understand that. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just saying I like to do a variety. So that way it's, mixed and things like that. Makes people happy to have a variety. So it's like, I'm not doing only, show and tell or only toy car hockey or only toy car baseball, or only toy car racing, that kind of stuff. So hopefully you can understand that. I'm glad you do. Because some people, it's hard to tell if they will or not. But that's something you can't control. We're going to overtime. Oh my goodness, overtime. For 2 games in a row now. The Challenger sends it to overtime. And that's it. They're 1 win away. Drag racing is 1 win away. The Challenger scores every goal and sends them to another win, including that one in overtime. 2 games in a row, back to overtime, and drag racing wins both of them. This game I didn't think was going to go to overtime, and somehow it did. Wow, that was impressive. That just blew my mind. Different lineup this time. Ooh, and without the challenger playing, how are they going to win game 4? Yikes. I don't know if they're going to win this one. They're playing without the challenger. Can the team with 3 names still win? We'll have to see. Now, this is the first motorsports season, and funnily enough, both teams competing in the finals are both American-themed motorsports racing teams, actually, which I did not plan that by any means. I did not plan this to happen. These are just the teams that got to the finals because of how all the games were played before getting here. So, yeah, it was not planned by any means. These teams just played really well, and that's why it happened. No goal. Close, but no. That's not a goal either. That's just a goal, and the team with 3 names strikes first. Wow, team with 3 names strike first last time, and they lost in overtime, so we'll have to see what happens. 1-1, we're tied early this time. And surprisingly, this time, there's no penalties to start the game off here. Oh my goodness, is that a goal from the Camaro? It just passed. The Camaro scored a wicked, unbelievable, unreal toy car hockey goal. I mean, that went in by probably like less than 5/10 of an inch kind of goal. Oh my goodness, wow. I'm just shaking over that goal. I'm speechless. That goal was just incredible. That's probably the best goal that's ever been scored in toy car hockey. That's out of play. That's a delay of game penalty. 2 minutes delay of game, and it's against drag racing. This is drag racing's second penalty in this series, but first penalty in this game. So we'll have to see what happens then. Puck is just slightly out of play that time. We're tied 2-2. We are tied. We have a tie game now again. Drag racing's down a goal already. Nope, just missed. And that's another goal. And no one from the other team touched the puck. That's going to be an assist by 2 players on the team with 3 names, and it's 2-4. Is drag racing going to lose their second game? That was close, but no goal. That one just missed. Man, that was so close. And that's no goal, and it's just out of play. Oh man, drag racing is really trying to come back in this series here. Oh boy. Nope, no goal. That's no goal, and it's right in front of their goalie. Oh no, it's a turnover. And that's a goal from the Copo Camaro. Another really long goal, but not as long as that second goal that helped them trim the lead. It's 3-4 now. That one's just out of play. Wow. These games are being played a lot closer than the practice ones are. I mean, one of them maybe not so much, but the others, games 2, 3, and 4 are getting played a lot better than practice was. Oh my goodness, stops it, no goal. What the hell? How does the puck land like this and then sideways? We're going to overtime. That's definitely a goal. We're heading to overtime. Oh my goodness, games 2, 3, and 4 all go to overtime. That's completely unexpected. I did not expect this to happen. That's one shot and goal for their team. That's 2, and they've missed both of them. Team with 3 names is starting to feel a bit out of sorts. Yep, they're calling it 2 minutes delayed game. That may have just cost them the game here. That's their third shot on goal, and it's out of play. Drag Racing has no shots on goal so far, so... Oh my goodness! The team with 3 names steals a win short-handed in overtime! The team with 3 names wins short-handed in overtime! Drag Racing never got a shot on goal in overtime, and that's what just propelled them to their second loss. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's an impressive game there. Something doesn't seem quite right. Because, let's see, before this game, they were 9-2. They just played 4 games. Something doesn't seem quite right for the records. Because before this, they were, 7-2? Oh yeah, they lost the previous game, that's why. Yep, that explains it. Unbelievable. They win that one in overtime. The team with 3 names after that overtime win may have enough to cause game 7 to happen. And if I'm not mistaken, they were home first, they were home second, so they actually get, I think game 5 and 6 supposedly at home? Yeah. So actually, we don't switch sides for 1 or 2 games, I think. Unbelievable. That game was unbelievable. Drag Racing, I can't believe, lost their first game. Well, not first, second game, actually. Unbelievable. Team with 3 names might actually start making a comeback in this series. That's why it's a best of 7 for a reason. They've only won 1 game in the series. They'll have to win 2 more to tie and 1 more to take the series. They've scored first. The team with 3 names scores first. Can they win it all? This team was actually not. This team started their season not so good, then win every other game, lose 3 games in a row in the finals, but they won 2 games in regular season, wildcard game, 1 finals game, and all their semifinals games to make it here. That's 2 goals in a row. Challenger doesn't want to cause a penalty or something like that to happen, but in doing so, well, it's now 1-2. 1-3. Yikes. They're down 2 goals already. That's just out of play. This Camaro is trying to send a game 6 to happen. That's 1-4. Oh no, Drag Racing could lose again. Almost a game winner from the Chaparral there, but not quite. It hit the goalie, but didn't cause him to do anything. Buries it, and it's 2-4. Will this game go to overtime? Oh my goodness, if it does, I don't know what's going to happen. Almost no need for overtime because they almost scored the game winner there. Oh no, turns it over. Just out of play. I mean, for a team that's had some odd struggles, they're doing a lot better now. They didn't start the season well, but now they've started to turn it around, and we'll see what happens. That was almost game winner, but it's a delay of game penalty instead, and that might hurt them. 3-4. Well, let's see what happens. Will we have another overtime? Because if we do, this would probably be the highest amount of overtime cup final games for this motorsports season. We'll have to see what happens here. Overtime! The challenger ties it up. Wow. What a striking goal that was. It's game! And the team with 3 names has won it again, back-to-back in overtime. Oh my goodness. They've won it again in overtime. Wow. We have a series now. And if I'm not mistaken, this was game, 5 in this series? Yes, it was. So, game 6, if they win game 6, I just realized something. Both of these teams will have the same record if this team wins the series. How crazy would that be? Because I've never had both teams have the same record, but yet the other team wins the whole series or season for toy car hockey. That's never happened before. The team with 3 names could make history for a crazy first in toy car hockey history, because I don't think that's ever happened before. Or if it has, I can't remember the time it did happen in the country's toy car hockey seasons, because I don't think it did happen for the team that won the series for first place in that division and first place in the other division. But yeah, oh man, we're in for a crazy series here. Well, I did touch that one without that challenger playing again. We'll have to see how this game goes. I think game 6 would be away, but I could be wrong. Yeah, game 6 is actually away, so can they win a road one? They've won all their home games this season, well, except for one. They lost game 3, but they won games. No. This is game 6. So yeah, the series is still 3-2. So they won games 4 and 5, lost game 3. Yeah, lost game 3, but won games 4 and 5. Because otherwise we wouldn't be playing in game 6. And they just moved their goalie out of play, and that does cause a face-off. But yeah, both teams are playing a lot better than practice. Because practice showed drag racing winning this whole thing, but that's technically a goal. It's in the goal range somehow, and it went over the goalie and in. That's an odd goal, but it's a bizarre goal, but it's in. It counts. That's not a goal. It was close, but nope. Oh my goodness, almost another. And they just moved their goalie again. I mean, the player didn't do that, so technically it shouldn't have needed a face-off, but it kind of has to make sure the goalie is okay. Uh-oh, bad pass leads to a turnover. 2-0 in this game already. The team with 3 names is starting to play a lot better than I thought in this series now, suddenly. Drag Racing scores, and it's 1-2 now. If Drag Racing wins this game, the series is actually over. That was a good shot try, but no, it's not going to count. Tie 2-2 already. That is too far out of play, and that's going to be a penalty for delay of game. 2 minutes delay of game. That was an easy call. It did not touch any car at all. Now, surprisingly, one of this team's wins was shorthanded in overtime, so we'll have to see what happens. Oh my goodness, they score shorthander again, and it's full strength, not even overtime. Well, full strength against the other team, but they're not full strength. (4-2). Yikes. This game might go to a game. Series might go to a game 7. That's not a goal. That's just enough, and it's 4-3. Oh my goodness. It's 4-3. Are we going to have another overtime game? We'll have to see. Is overtime going to happen? That just went out of play. Man, that camera wanted to score probably really badly. Overtime. We're going to overtime. Well, this is it. They score the goal, series over. They score the goal, game 7. Is game 7 going to happen? I honestly don't know at this point, to be honest. No. That was a good first shot try, but way off the mark. It's over. The series is over. Drag Racing punches the series in game 6 overtime. 4-5 final. Drag Racing does capture the series, and the team with their names was so close to having a tied record. If they had just won this game and won the next one, both teams would have tied at 11-5 for their record. But instead, the team with their name comes up 2 wins short. Just 2 wins short. And they would have done it, but not enough. I mean, congratulations. You've got to give it up for both these teams in this series. I mean, what a series it was. What a series it was. I mean, I don't know if I've had a better toy car hockey series than this in like regular ones. I mean, NASCAR and USA normally in toy car hockey are like really close rivals when it's like the country themed teams. But this was my first ever motorsports season, and to be honest, this went way more unexpected than I thought, because a lot of first place teams ended up being like third or second or tied for first, things like that at the start of the season, and then season went progressing pretty decently quick, and yeah, it just blew my mind that stuff like this happens in toy car hockey for this first ever motorsports season. Well, you know what happens after toy car hockey for motorsports season? Toy car baseball motorsports season. That's going to be way more different than this. And we might have player warnings, players get, ejected or whatever type things, and we'll have to see what happens. But all I can say is that just be on the lookout for my next toy car, themed live stream video, whatever it's going to be. Well, toy car and or diecast car live stream or video. Be on the lookout for whatever that's going to be. Also, I'm not going to mention this now, but I do have a video planned because it's for a update on something for my channel. Well, that's it for this live stream for Toy Car Hockey Motorsports first ever season cup finals. Bye everyone, thanks for watching, joining by, stopping, popping in, whatever you were able to do to make this live stream. If you weren't able to, that's totally fine, totally understandable. You can always watch these whenever you're able to and when you have the time to, all of that stuff. And yeah, with that, I'm just gonna end on one thing. Collect what makes you happy or brings out your happiness, because even though there's the saying money can't buy you happiness, you can still feel happy, even though it's like, in a way you're technically using money or currency of some sort to make you happy, whether it's collecting toy cards, trading cards, anything. you're still using some form of currency to make you happy that you bought that stuff from stores. Well, bye. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in my next video or live stream for toy car stuff or video game racing stuff. Later. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. See you all next time. Bye now.